Hi, my name's Sean Adams, and I was the founder of Cooper Adams Estate Agents. We started in 2004. It was myself and Richard Cooper who retired from the business several years after that. Thank you so much for considering to use our services. So we're not your traditional normal estate agent. We invest a lot of time and energy on really trying to work out what's best for our clients, whether they're sellers, buyers, landlords or tenants. We want to make it as smooth as possible, and for if you're selling or letting a property, how to get the best return on your asset. So I believe in being thorough is the best route really to get the best price, the fastest sale for our sellers, and also it works out the same for our landlords. We have a 40-step process which is available. We can send that out to you. So we regularly carry out audits on properties that are sold in our area, in BN16 area, what price they're on the market for and what price they achieved. We do this sort of on a yearly basis. For us, getting the best price is a no-brainer really. People work hard on their properties, whether they're selling or letting, and we want to make sure that they're left with as much as possible in their pocket at the end of the transaction. So on average, we get about 3% more than other agents. We're around about sort of 99.5%, and our competitors around about 96.5%. So that's 3% more in your pocket. And what does that mean in pounds and pence? On an average property in BN16 area, it works out around about £11,000 more that we get. Now, how do we get that? By our process on marketing a property, by bringing it to the market, how we market it, how we launch it, and to the widest possible audience. It's not all about just taking the first offer that comes up. We've really got to work hard to get the best offer. In our last audit, we also measured time to sell from launching the property to completion. And we looked at this with all of our competitor agents in the BN16 area. And we were on average 27 days faster from launching a property to completion. No mean feat. So how do we get 27 days faster? So one of the things that we do that no one else does around here is buyer information packs. So when a property is coming to market, we create with the seller an information pack, which goes through things that the solicitor would do when you've agreed a sale. So we get all this out of the way and get that ready before we even launch to market, which is the fixtures and fittings forms, the property information form, the title. We get the seller to have their solicitors ready. So on day one, from launching the property, if a buyer comes along and we get several viewings and the right offer is accepted, then the solicitor can get the paperwork out to the buyer's solicitor very, very quickly on day one. Now, the norm in our industry is the seller instructs their solicitor once they've agreed an offer. Well, they search around for solicitor, then they instruct the solicitor, and then they start preparing all this, and this can take weeks. So the way we do it chops weeks off of that. We also encourage buyers to be ready before they even start viewing properties. So if they've got their mortgage paperwork all done, if they've got their solicitor instructed, and with ID and all that done, then in theory, as soon as they view a property, if they like it and their offer is accepted, then their solicitor can work on it straight away from day one. Again, this can save weeks. Another service that we offer are reservation agreements. So these are normal in the new build sector. but they are coming in on second-hand properties as well. So the government actually recommend this to be done in their how to sell and how to buy guide, which we can supply you copies if you wish. Now, a reservation agreement, like the perceived Scottish way, is that the buyer and the seller both lock into an agreement as soon as the sale is agreed. It means that if they're locked into the agreement, legally locked into the agreement, that the buyer can't pull out on a whim months down the line because they've seen another property come up for a slightly cheaper price around the corner. The buyer also, if they get another offer come in, they can't just swap horses. So it's real security for both parties, and we can go through this all in detail with you when you buy or sell a property with us. Community matters. So every week the whole team do something to help the community, whether that's doing a bit of weeding in the summer for our local area and for the elderly people, or helping them with prescriptions. We also do an awful lot of work for Littlehampton Food Bank. So we're a collection point at all of our branches. We pick up from people, so if they've got food donations, we will happily pick those up, and then we take them all over to Littlehampton Food Bank. And this is done on a regular basis throughout the whole year, not just at Christmas time. Community is really, really important for us. Many of the things that we do for selling, we also replicate for letting as well. We look after our tenants extremely well and make sure that any maintenance issues are sorted out very quickly. A happy tenant is a good tenant, so it works all round. Hopefully I've answered some of your questions on why we are different to the norm. If there's anything else that you need, please speak to my team or speak to myself, and we would love to help you move from one chapter of your life to the next one. Thank you.